the collect the keys game. So same thing as always, we're going to click File, Load from your computer, and find collect the keys.sb3. So we have 5 different sprites. First, we're going to be coding for the Ninja. So we're going to be coding a huge block of code for the Ninja, and most of it will be in the Ninja. So first things first, events, when flag clicked, and then you're going to go to variables, add set jump speed to 0, but add it 4 times, and we're going to change the variable names. So 4 of these, set jump speed to 0. Change the first one to set run speed to 0, set jump speed to 0, set landed to 0, and set total keys to 0. After this, we're going to go to motion, go to x, so go to x -198 and y -61. Then we will add a forever loop, forever, and then inside of that, go to motion and add change x by 10 and change y by 10. But instead of 10, we're going to go to variables and add run speed in the first one and jump speed in the second one. Now, you're going to go back, you're going to stay in variables and add change jump speed by 1, but we're going to make it -1. So change jump speed by -1. Then we are going to add an if-then statement. So go to control, if-then, put it inside of the forever. And we're going to go to operators and add the one with the and in the middle. So now there's going to be 2 more spots to fill. And let's just add the one with the less than symbol in the second blank. So it's going to be blank, and blank is less than 50. We could change the 50 to 0 already. Now let's go to sensing and add touching color. So what we can do for this, we're just going to make it black. So we could either go this way and make it the black, this black of the line. I think I made it the blue. Let's make it the black. So you could either do that or you could just set everything to 0. So yeah, so touching color, and it should be black. And then over here, we're gonna go to variables and add jump speed. So if touching color black and jump speed is less than 0, then you're gonna go to my blocks and add make a block. For the block name, you're gonna type in grounded. Click OK. Here, so it's automatically gonna give you this. So don't delete this, because this will delete the entire grounded block. So put it to the side for now. We'll use it later, and then drag out this grounded and put it inside of the if-then statement. Now we're going to add another if-then statement. So put it under the other if-then statement. So if-then, and honestly what we could do, we could just add all of them. So we're going to need 2 more. So just add them right under each other. Make sure they're not inside of each other. So you're going to need 4 if-then statements in total, including this one. And then under this, you're going to need an if-then else. So it's just going to be a bunch of empty if-then statements. So now, in the first one over here, you're going to go to sensing and add key space pressed. So you're going to put that there. And add that in all of them. So key space pressed is going to go in these. So key up arrow pressed is going to be first. So key up arrow pressed, and then the second one would be key left arrow pressed, and then the third one would be key right arrow pressed. So we're not going to use a down arrow one, because all we want is for the Ninja to jump up on these lines. We don't want it to go back down. So we're not going to need that anyway. Oh, one more thing what we're going to do, we're going to add and. So we're going to do the same thing as this one. So go to operators, add the one with the and, put the key up arrow press in the first one, and put it back in here. So now it's going to be if key up arrow pressed and in the second blank, you're going to add the one with the equal sign in the middle, make the 50 a 1, and then in variables, you're going to add jump speed. Key up arrow pressed and jump speed is equal to 1. Then set jump speed to 0, but we're going to change this to set landed to 0. And then set jump speed to 12. Put that right under, set jump speed to 12. Okay, after you do that, we're going to code for the left arrow and right arrow. So for left arrow, you're going to put change jump speed by 1, but we're going to make it change run speed by -2. Change run speed by -2. Now in the right arrow, what we're going to do, we're going to add change run speed by 2. So this is what it should look like. Now you're going to add set jump speed and you're going to put it in between these two. So inside, so not inside of if key right arrow press, but it's also not going to be inside of the if then else statement. So it's going to be in between right there. So it should look like that. Set run speed to 0, but instead of 0, you're going to go to operators, find the one with the multiplication sign, which is the asterisk. You're going to put that in there. So, and in the first blank, you're going to go to variables and add run speed. In the second one, you're going to make it, I think it went inside. Okay, times 0.7. Now, inside of this, you're going to go to operators, add the one with the and in the middle. And then in the first one, sensing, touching color. And we're going to make it exact, we're going to get this blue of the very end. So blue. And it'll go automatically to that color. So touching the color blue. And then operators again and add the one with the equal sign. Change the number to 3. Variables and add total keys. And then control and add stop all. And then inside of the else part, you're going to add another if then statement. So it's going to be like that. So it's many loops inside of loops. Do the same block. Let's see, duplicate this. Yep. So you can either duplicate it or go to sensing again and add touching color and get the color of this. So if touching color blue, go to looks, add say hello for 2 seconds inside of the if then. Say I need more keys for 2 seconds. So now make sure you have 3 orange lines at the very bottom to see if you did the looping correctly. Now, remember the define grounded block up here. So yeah, now we're going to get back to it. So this is just a small chunk of code. So now we're done with the majority of the code. So now you need to add a repeat until. Inside of there, set operators, add the one with the not. Repeat until not touching. So sensing, touching color. And you're going to make it black again. So you could either just make everything to 0. This will make it black. Now, motion change Y by. You can put that inside of there. Change Y by 1. Then outside of the repeat until, go to variables, set jump speed to 0. And set landed to 1. Set landed to 1. So this is the code for the Ninja. Now we're going to be coding for the 3 keys. So go to one of the keys. So it's going to be key 1 is this one, key 2, key 3. So now on key 1, events, when flag clicked, go to X. Let's make it go to X 205, Y negative 116, looks, show, forever. Then if then, inside of the forever, and you're gonna make it if touching ninja. So touching mouse pointer, if touching ninja. Then go to X. Go to X negative 175, negative 184. That's already correct. Then variables, change total keys by 1. So put that right under, change total keys by 1. Then looks and hide. So we kind of need this exact same code for all 3 of the keys, except with like minor changes. So what you can do, you can either drag it to the next key. So now it's in there, or you can add it to your backpack. So now it's in your backpack. Pretty sure it's this one. Then just go to the key and drag it out, and you have it. And then put your backpack back down. So now you should have the same code for key 1, 2, and 3. But now for key 2, all we're gonna do is change the X and Y coordinates. So instead of go to 205, negative 116, it's gonna go to negative 29 and negative 10. And honestly, you can make these numbers whatever you want. This is just saying where the key will be on the screen. So that's where the ninja has to go. And then for the third one, we're gonna make it negative 201 and Y 66. So this is your code. So you have the huge chunk of code for the ninja, which is just allowing it to move up, down, left, and right. And this is saying if it gets to the exit sign and it has collected all 3 keys, then the game will end. But if it goes to the exit sign and it hasn't collected all 3 keys, it's gonna say I need more keys. So this is setting the speed of it and how it moves up, down, left, and right. And then this is saying how it's going to jump up and down after it hits the black lines. And this is just saying where the keys will go, and if it touches the ninja, then it's going to hide. So now let's go full screen. Okay, first what we have to do, we don't see our ninja, right? So I would just want everyone to go to the ninja. Just add a show block at the very top, so it appears on the screen. So now it's over here. So now we want to get this. So you're going to use your arrows on your computer. So it is not letting the ninja jump. So let's see what's happening. So if key up arrow pressed, and okay. So it says jump speed over here. Let's take that out. Let's call it landed. So if key up arrow pressed and landed is equal to 1, set landed to 0, set jump speed to 12. Now let's see. Okay. So we need to get this key. Now I collected it. Yep, there you go. Now it jumps. Get that one. Oh, there you go. And then let's try to get to the exit now. And there you go. And the game stops. However, if we go up, let's see, and go up there. Oh, I kind of just flew. And I just go to the exit sign. It says I need more keys because I didn't collect any of the keys, so the game won't end. So yeah, that is the collect the keys game. I hope you enjoyed.